Hey y'all, it's your boy Poseidon here with the 17th episode of the Poseidcast. This is the first one where I have a guest, and joining me tonight is going to be the one and only OTMadeit, also known as like the Demon Lobby, like the host of the Demon Lobby. I don't know if you go by the Demon Lobby, you have that like the Twitter and stuff like that. Also the
Some
leader.
people,
Yeah, but
some people don't know my name, I guess sometimes.
yeah.
So whenever they like, hey, it's the Demon Lobby, I just be like, hey, what's up? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying? I
me.
don't, yeah.
Also, the owner of ELG, Elite Legends Gaming. If you don't know about them, you will definitely soon. They got a bunch of killers on their team and just a bunch of recent signings that we will definitely get into.
Mhm.
But first, what I want to ask is, what got you into Mortal Kombat? Like in like you TOing. I'm not sure if you came in as a player or what your whole
Mhm.
start is. So if you just want to go off on that.
You mean like what, like,
I guess like
like,
what got you into like playing it at first,
like,
and then what got you
oh,
into like
okay,
the competitive aspect. So like,
okay. So playing Mortal Kombat, I
mm,
mean, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm 32, so MK came out pretty much but when I was born. So
mm,
I started playing when I was about 3, which would be MK2. I
mm,
went first one was MK2, and I was just a kid, so I didn't know what I was doing. We were
mm,
just playing for fun.
yeah, of course,
But MK2, I started off playing with my brothers and stuff. Obviously, progressed through all the games. I played a lot of fighting games though back in the
mm,
day. So I played like Dead or Alive on Dreamcast.
mm,
I played a lot of Killer Instinct. I played a little bit of Street Fighter. I wasn't too fond of Street Fighter, didn't like it too much. But Tekken, I actually loved Tekken. I used to main Law and Yosumitsu. Used to
mm,
main those two.
yeah,
But yeah, I love fighting games. Mortal Kombat just always really stuck with me because of the movie, the
mm,
'95 movie. And
mm,
I mean, as far as me coming into the NRS scene, like the community and as a whole,
mm,
that would be during COVID, man.
That's a lot of people.
I
Uh,
Yeah, a lot of people, but I mean, I was stuck at the crib, and I wanted to start streaming because I had heard about streaming. I didn't know too much about it, and then I found Twitch, and then I had stumbled across Slayer, man. Slayer was like
mm,
one of the first streams that I ever got like watched in the MK community.
mm,
And I had started off actually trying to stream Warzone,
mm,
but it's so hard to get in that scene. So
yeah,
I just was like, I'm not even gonna stream this anymore.
mm,
So I started playing because I played MK.
mm,
Like, let me see what the MK community is like. I just went and clicked on it and started seeing people, and it wasn't that big. And I was like, maybe some people start coming through my stream if I
mm,
start streaming this. You know what I mean? So
mm,
I stumbled across Slayer's stream. I started off as a supporter, mainly
mm,
just like gifting subs and donating to prize pools, things like that. And it
yes,
just
sir.
kind of I just saw what Slay was doing, ran into you guys a little bit.
Mm,
Who else? Watching Rips.
okay.
Outworld was a huge,
Hot rod.
huge, huge. My boy Hot Rod, bro.
Yeah, man.
He was a huge impact on even the Demon Lobby in general, bro.
Mm,
Like the music,
mm,
hype, making it hype. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
Not
like
like you know,
he definitely brought like an entertainment value that like even someone who doesn't really like MK could watch it and be
yeah,
like, "This is
could watch
awesome."
it.
So
Yes,
he did a really really
yeah.
good job of that.
I loved Hot Rod, man.
Hmm.
Him and Slayer were pretty much my biggest inspirations when it
Hmm.
came to doing my own events and things like that.
I can
So,
like see it. Like it
um,
literally is like the perfect
yeah,
mesh of like Slayer and Hot Rod, like the Demon
yeah,
Lobby.
yeah. I loved watching those guys so much. So I was like, man, I really want to come up with something like an event for the community as well. So, and I played Call of Duty, and what we used to say in Call of Duty, whenever we would get into a real hard lobby to play in, like with a bunch of demons in it, we'd be like, "Damn, we're in a demon lobby."
Demon Lobby. Oh,
So,
perfect. Okay, that's awesome.
so I thought about that, and I was like, "Man, actually sounds pretty cool for MK. Let me try that." And then we just went from there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I
yeah. So
started
basically, COVID is when I really got
COVID.
into the scene and figured out that there was a scene. Like
Yeah.
I'm so sad that I didn't know about this during like MK9 because MK9 that was my prime. Like
Mm,
MK9, MKX
mm-hmm.
was my prime
Like
playing
playing
video
it.
games.
Really? Okay.
So
Yeah.
I was really nice on MKX. Like I played like
Really?
a lot of characters and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
I just never knew about competitive
Yeah.
tournaments, anything like that. So
Yeah, because I've been playing since like so Skash and I actually lived on the same block. We grew up when we were like kids. I was 5 and he was like 7, and his dad had a
yeah,
UMK3 cabinet.
yeah,
So that's like when I first got into it, and then he got like an MK4 cabinet. We would play that, and then we would always get the new MK games, and I would just like play him and like just play against like the CPU. And like when MK9 came out, I played like a little bit online, but I didn't know what I was doing. It was just special moves and down twos and
right
stuff.
there. No, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it was just like yeah. So but yeah, no, that's awesome. So it comes to the Demon Lobby. When did that start? Because I know you said you got into the community during
hmm
COVID. So when did like the Demon? When did you run like your first event? Is that
My
when?
first event had to be we were in year either year it had no it was year 3 of MK11, I believe,
Mm,
but or it's like 2.5, something like that. Like right in
mm,
the midpoint of MK11 is when I did my first event. It was an invitational,
mm,
and I invited some people. The biggest name I had on there was Tweety, actually, though. I had
that's
because
right.
I used to be in Tweety's stream all the time,
Mm,
and I had hit him up on Twitter one day like, "Hey, bro, I'm trying to run my first thing, my first tournament. I'm gonna put like $100 on the line. You trying to join it?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So,
mm.
shouts out to Big Tweeds, man. First Hollywood player to come
Yeah.
through the Demon Lobby. You know what I'm saying?
Did,
And he
did, did he
won
win? I'm about
too.
to
He
say okay. I
won.
was gonna ask if he won.
He won.
Okay.
He actually
Yeah.
beat Hijinks.
He
He
beat
beat
Hijinks.
Hijinks in the
Okay.
first. It was Hijinks versus Tweety,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first fine. That was the first grand
Yeah,
finals
like
in Demon
everyone,
Lobby.
like Hijinks is someone who's like near and dear to like Sharia TV because he was one of the
Mm-hmm.
people who showed up to
Yeah.
like our first events too. Like that dude really
Yeah.
like. I remember that he said like, "Yo, I'd play in events even if it was like a winner got like a pack of gum. It was
No.
something
Yeah.
on the line. Like
Bro.
he would be
Yeah.
in there. Like
Yeah. Hijinks is no. He's definitely a Demon Lobby OG. He was there for the first episode. He played in the first season.
Mhm.
Yeah. He definitely is the OG in the Demon Lobby. Shouts out to Hijinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
A
that is
Hijinks and Tweety first grand finals of Demon Lobby. That had
that's a
to
nice
be
bit.
in May. I think May of 2021, maybe.
2021. Yeah, think about how
Maybe
long ago
2020.
that is.
Maybe
Yeah,
2020. I don't remember
yeah,
for sure. I'm gonna have to actually look it up,
yeah,
man. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
It's not really necessary. So I know it's like with
Yeah.
the Demon Lobby, you do such a good job of creating an environment that's really open to like things like like shit talk. But it's not like an
Mhm.
overly like toxic environment by any means
Yeah.
at all. Like you have
Yeah.
like the 3-0, the look at the flick at the
Yeah.
that goes
Yeah.
off
They
anytime
said,
someone gets 3-0, like you will call that shit out. But
yeah.
um like you want to
You
go
know
in
what
get
that
into
is?
that, yeah. What yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the way that came about was it's like me even at home, like I told you, I played MK a lot, but I
Mm,
didn't know anything about the scene. So
mm,
the people I played with were like my little brothers because I'm
mm,
the oldest of 5 kids. So
okay.
three of them are boys,
Mm.
my little brothers, and I used to bully them on the
Yeah,
game
of
and stuff
course, of
like that. They
course.
try to figure out how to beat me and all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Mm.
But it's tough love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We talk stuff to each other so that next time you come back better
yeah.
and you perform better. You don't
Mm.
want to end up getting cooked. And
No.
I honestly feel like the Demon Lobby actually helped level up a lot of players,
Uh-huh.
bro.
Yeah.
Like during the end of that MK11 run, if you looked at who was competing during in Demon Lobby and then go to look at the other rest of the stuff, like they were leveling up in all the tournaments as well, not just Demon
Mhm.
Lobby. Obviously, we got Shirai Ryu and
Mhm.
Rips and all that stuff. But I'm saying like some players you would never see in the first time they would compete was on Demon Lobby during that
Mhm.
time. And you're like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're signed to TGC now and
Yeah, yeah.
STG now and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it was hard. I was trying to recruit players that I was seeing because I was a
Yeah.
part of KWA at that time. I was
Mhm.
trying to recruit guys that I would see play who didn't have a team, and
Mhm.
they'd be like, yeah, you're cool and everything, but I'm probably gonna go with this team and all this. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely at the
So
beginning, it's
yeah,
definitely hard because there's a lot of
yeah,
already like established like teams and events and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
that's really cool. So going on. You started ELG Elite Legends Gaming, right? That's what it is. Elite Legends Gaming.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
Elite Legends Gaming. Yeah,
all right. So you mentioned that you want to go into that and how that started and what that's
yeah.
all
So
about.
I mean, um, I'm not really gonna go into the whole details with the the team before and everything,
Yeah.
all that. So basically, I was a part of something else. I decided to want to do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that was around me decided they wanted to do what I want. What I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
what I was gonna do. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right. Let's do it. And Legends was actually a MKX clan.
Okay.
Legends. If you, I don't know if a lot of people probably don't remember that, but
I wasn't
it's
really. I didn't really play
yeah,
MKX. If I'm being
yeah.
honest with you.
I wasn't around. Like I said, I didn't know about the scene back
Mm-hmm.
then, so I wouldn't know either. But my boy Flyboy, who's a co-owner with me,
Mm-hmm.
he was the owner of that team, and he told. I mean, supposedly from Fly. This is what Fly tells me. All
Yeah.
right, y'all. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna tell y'all what Fly said.
Uh-huh.
Fly said that he even had Ninja Killer on that team before he was known.
Oh,
So
really?
like
So,
that, yeah, that like
is
so
Flyboy?
basically.
Is that Big Boy? Is
No, his name's
that
Flyboy.
Flyboy? Is it a
His
different
name's
person?
Flyboy. He's
I saw
he's
someone
a
on
he's a
Twitter.
he's an OG though.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
played MK9. He's an older cat. So
Okay. Because I saw someone
he
at.
was he was the owner of HCWZ as well. He
Oh,
was one
okay.
of the people that created that team. He just
Okay.
is not wasn't a part of it no more.
Okay.
But
Okay.
long story short, Legends was a team in MKX.
Mm-hmm.
We basically, because Flyboy's with me,
Mm-hmm.
so we took that and we just basically created something new with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We put it the Elite Legends, and Gaming on it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? ELG, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just basically a bunch of guys that we got new recruits and everything, but for the
Mm-hmm.
main part, our core, we've all been together since DemonLobby's been around,
Mm-hmm.
basically. So for about almost 2-3 years now. So
Mm-hmm. So it was like an OG ELG. Yeah.
OG,
Yeah.
ELG. I
Yeah.
mean, Mari. I mean,
Mari was there right
Camus.
in the beginning. Was Mari?
Yeah,
Did Mari play
Mari.
MK11? Was he?
Yeah, Mari played it. Mari played
Okay.
MK11.
Okay.
Yep, he played. He main Sub-Zero.
Okay.
Uh, he didn't really compete that much back
Mm-hmm.
in MK11. His internet
It
was
was
really
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yeah,
cooked a lot of
yeah,
people for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Mari, Camus Black, Supercell,
Mm-hmm.
Reek. If y'all remember Reek, the
Dude,
Sonya player,
Reek, dude,
Reek's still with us.
is
He's been
he
a little
like?
MIA, but he's
Yeah,
still with us.
like I think I see him pop up like in Combat League like a couple
Yeah,
months ago. I'm like Reek.
and that's the thing about Reek is really family, bro. It's
Yeah,
like if back in the beginning days of Demon Lobby, literally there was people coming in the chat. When does Reek play? Like
yeah.
they were coming in there to watch Reek play, and I'm
Mm.
like, yeah, I got to make sure this dude keeps coming to sign up, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
shouts
I
out
love
to
Reek.
Reek.
I hope that dude's well. So my brothers.
Yeah, C Jack. I mean, we
CJ.
got
Yeah.
it. It's all the core members that you remember me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back when I was KWA, all the same guys. Delta.
Mm.
Yeah, same guys, man.
Cool. Cool. Because I saw you guys had a bunch of recent signings too, so I didn't know.
Hmm.
Um, like how new some of the players were, or like how
Yeah,
OG. Because I
yeah.
knew some of the OGs, but I didn't know like all of them. Like I had Mari, for example. I thought Mari might have been a newer person because, I mean, that guy has been absolutely gaming.
No,
Mortal
bro.
Kombat, like, that guy
I literally brought him with me, knowing that he was gonna be this good,
Mhm.
predicting it, bro. Even after he went 0-2 at ECT, I brought
And
him to ECT, and he went 0-2, bro.
yeah, that
And
that
I still
happens.
knew it.
That's like the
It
story.
happened.
Yeah, it happens. No, my first tournament, I went to Combo Breaker 2019 02.
Hmm.
Like free,
Yeah.
like it was, and that was when it was first to two. So I was out of the tournament like that. Like, I don't know,
It's
Mari even got a stream set. It was like, Matt, pools are ready, and like by 10 minutes after that, I was out with the tournament already. Like, oh man,
that's
yeah. So ELG definitely at this point is becoming one of, if not the best teams. Like because in my head before you guys played STG, I was like, it's probably STG, and then ELG is like right behind, and then you guys played, and that was a completely different story.
yeah, bro. I
So
mean,
I knew you were definitely going in confident. Did you expect that at all? Because maybe you'd be like, yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I knew pound for pound we were just gonna like one by one
I
just take it
mean, if
down.
you want me to be completely honest, I
Mm,
mean, there was I was streaming before this
mm,
event happened, the day
mm,
before,
mm,
and people were asking me, "What do you think the score is gonna be? What do you think the score is gonna be?" You
mm.
can go back and look. I did say I don't think anybody from ELG dies. I said that.
Yeah,
I
that's
said, and if somebody just so happens to die, it'd probably be 8-2, and that's
yeah,
exactly what it ended up
that
being. I
yeah,
mean, it pretty much was what I thought it was gonna be. Somebody would sell the
yeah,
8-0, and then
yeah.
you know But I'm not trying to downplay that team though or anything like that.
I think it's
I'm
just the
just
confidence you have in your
and
team.
I'm not even trying to be overconfident either. I just know how good these guys are and how much they train and prepare. And going into that battle, I guarantee you that STG did not prepare as much as we did because I'm telling you, I was on.
Everyone,
I'm like a football coach, gang. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I treat this like a football team, like for real. Like
that's awesome because
no cap.
I've been a part of a few teams and not throwing shade at any team or anything like that, but
Yeah,
it's never really been like it was even like hard just to get like games with people, let alone have like sort of thing where I know you talked about like you guys like review film together and stuff like that. You guys
we watch stuff,
or matchups
everything.
or whatever. Do you want to go and like you say you run like a football coach? Do you like sit down and have like practices, or are you just like, hey, you guys should do XYZ, or you want to run us through something like that? Good scenario.
I mean, if you remember, like, I mean, it was actually a little bit ago. We haven't done one in a minute. I've been pretty busy, but we run like in-house tournaments where it's just only the guys on the team in there. I'll put a little bread on the line, things like that. Sometimes we do team coughs all the time. Run through little. Mari plays everybody in the roster, so whoever basically has a problem with a matchup, they just, hey, Mari, I need I need so and so, I need so and so. He's like, I got you. Mari's basically the trainer of the team right now.
That's fair.
Like,
That's a good trainer
because
to have.
he knows all the whole roster. You know what I'm saying?
And like plays all of them at like a high level. Like I
Yeah.
was talking when we were doing the finale of SRS. I was talking about like leading up to like Mari's match. I was like, he like hold like lab a character for like a week and it'll be like tournament ready. Like he won't be making mistakes. Like I brought like I've been labbing Ermac a bit and I played him in a tournament and it was sloppy. Like I was missing combos. Like Mario would be like, oh, he's playing Shang, and then it's like, good, and it's hitting optimals, and like,
bro, I can't even switch off of Lao cameo without going sloppy. Like if I'm not on, I'm ass without it. But going on to the point what I was saying, yeah, man, we try our best to make sure that everybody plays against each other and gets whatever XP that they're having trouble against. You know what I'm saying? We do try to do that as much as possible. We all have lives just like everybody else. We're not always all on the game. Most of us all work 9 to 5s or even more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even when this game started, Cam, he was in Brazil or South America in school, so he didn't even train with us for the first few months or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I remember I didn't see Cam much, and then he kind of just came out and was just like,
he was in school.
Yeah, he was always good at like 11 and stuff. He was good at X too.
Bro, he
probably still is.
Bro, the reason why I even recruited Cam was because I watched him beat Sonic Fox in Twitch Rivals.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, who is this guy? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get this guy. Again, Flyboy knew him, so that's how we got Cam. But yeah, man. Even tonight after we get done with this, we're about to run some team sets. As soon as we get done with this, so yeah, I'm probably gonna stream it on the ELG channel as well.
Word.
But yeah, we just try to stay active as possible, man. The guys get discouraged just like everybody else in the community about metas and things like that. Like Homelander Farrah right now is fucking my guys up. So they're all, oh man, what are we gonna do? I'm like, just calm down, man. Well, you'll figure it out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So you said like ELG is like you have like that like family aspect and stuff. Like how do you go about like recruiting players? I saw you just and you just saw like Enzo, Retro, 6, Zamazu. I'm not sure if you have any people who joined around that time, but so you just signed like those people. So how's that? How do you go about that?
Okay, so I'm super picky, really, honestly. Like that's like a lot of people have asked to like, hey, can I do a tryout and stuff like that? And honestly, I'm not really looking for players that need a tryout. You feel me? Like I should already know. Like if you're competing, I'll see you competing and know how good you are and what level you can get to eventually. So that's pretty much how I do my recruiting. I watch tournaments, I watch SRTV, I watch fucking rips, I watch whatever I gotta watch to see who's competing and who's a killer. And that's how I found like No Green. No Green, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Most of my recruiting has been based off of who's training with Mari. He tells me who's a killer. I'll look at him, I'll watch him for a while.
Mhm.
and that's how we got. I mean, Green was his friend.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty much
That's a fair way to
six
go
is one.
about it. Yeah.
I mean, I, I'm I've always wanted to recruit Six and
Mhm.
Zamasu since I
Mhm.
was in KWA. I was trying to
Mhm.
get them.
Mhm.
I always wanted to get um Enzo since he
Mhm.
first, and like I told you, Enzo is one of those guys that started off competing in Demon Lobby who was unknown. His name was
Mhm.
Jedi Texan in
Jedi
Demon Lobby.
Texan? That sounds
That was
familiar.
his.
That sounds
That's
familiar.
still his name. He was the noob Cybot player.
It sounds so. I feel like I can't recall
Bro,
like
you
a set I
watched
played him.
you watched
I've definitely
he
seen him play
played in
before.
he played in SRTV as well,
Did
bro.
he?
When he
Okay.
was when he in MK11, yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. I tried to recruit him before.
Yeah.
These are all players that I've already seen and saw potential in.
Hmm.
And yeah, I want him on the team. Like I feel like you know what I'm saying, he's hard to beat. That's
Yeah.
why I've tried to find players that are hard to beat, man.
Yeah. I played. I ran into Enzo in like a random online tournament, and
Hmm.
it was like I was playing Quan like right when he got buffed, and he smoked me. And I'm not gonna say I'm a fantastic player, but I'm good at the game. So if you like
Hmm.
just body me, I'm like, okay, this guy's like good. And like I know people knew he was good, but like I think he kind of like underperformed a little bit at some tournaments. He was like getting
Yeah.
ninth, and then the Evo run, I feel like
The
was just
evil one was,
like was crazy.
yeah, that was
Like
insane.
legitimately, like the way to describe it, it's like the best Mortal Kombat one tournament run ever that didn't have a single set on stream. Like you will not like I don't think you can find a run that's like this more impressive and like just like it was definitely a statement run, and
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
is definitely someone like it kind of like you like underrated, I would say. Like
Yeah,
people
he's
know he's
definitely
good, but he's
and
definitely like he's a higher
that,
level than I feel like most people give him credit for.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that is the whole thing about ELG,
Mm-hmm.
is that I love the silent killers, the ones that people don't really talk about like that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the main focus of this team was the new era. Like I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to find players that nobody absolutely barely knew about
Yeah.
in MK11, and then
Mm-hmm.
now they're
Yeah.
just taking over the scene in this new game, showing what they can do.
Yeah.
And I love finding just talent that
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows about, and just
Yeah.
undiscovered talent. Um,
And then
one of my friends in the community who's also like this which is sick with it,
stick with
from
it. Yeah.
TLR.
TLR.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's one of my boys right there. He's just like me. He loves finding people
Mm-hmm.
that nobody really knows about. Just like look at Bandinos, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
that
Like
dude
look
is
how
like
how good is this kid, bro?
yeah. Like the way I describe like Bandinos is the best player in the world who didn't compete at Final Combat.
It, I'm gonna have to agree with
Yeah.
you.
Like
And I got and I got Mari on my team. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mario's right
And
there. Like I like
so
when I
I feel like, and that's my new era.
yeah.
Mari, Bandinos, Joystick.
Joystick, yeah. Like I like those
There's
three and like
um
Hourglass are like the four like the
Hourglass,
kid
exactly.
prodigies of Dialogue.
Dialogue.
Dialogue, like I'm not sure how old
These
he probably is younger, but he looks
It doesn't even matter how
he's like a
old he
big
is.
yeah no yeah
But nobody knew about him and the other MKs like
yeah
that. You know,
yeah
obviously he was good at MK11 as well, but I'm
yeah
saying his name is really like ringing
yeah.
bells now.
I
You know
mean
what I'm
he's
saying?
one CEO,
In
one
this
Texas
game,
Showdown, so yeah.
he won Texas Showdown. He won CEO.
Yo, top
He,
eight
you know what I'm saying?
Evo,
Got
look
top 6 at Evo. Not even top 8. Got top 6.
yeah
You
top
know what I'm
six
saying?
yeah.
So
And like even like Combo Breaker, like it was like
yeah,
obviously I was making the top 100. Like he lost Game 5 to Sonic Fox and Game 5 to Scorpion Prox, and like
yeah,
took out a bunch of killers on the way too. So it's
yeah,
like
yeah. And
there's people who got top 8 who lost to those people. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
so.
no cap. I mean,
Mm,
and you went Cam was
mm,
there
mm,
at Combo Breaker. He
mm,
had Killer Z knocked down 2-0 with
mm,
Quan
mm,
Chi.
yeah,
And he ended up losing the set, but
yeah,
that guy made it. He made it into top 8.
yeah.
I'm
No,
like, damn, you know what I'm
Killer
saying?
Shanak
And
is
the
one of
bracket
the best.
would have
Yeah.
the whole bracket would have been different if that would have
Yeah,
happened. You know
yeah.
what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Who would have made
Telejanak
it then?
might have not been at Final Combat if that happened. Like
That's what
he
I'm
qualified
saying.
outright, yeah. So he needed
Yeah.
a big run
So
there, and he had it. Yeah, like
yeah.
it's crazy. Like,
So
mm,
and the whole, like, to finish off as far as ELG,
mm,
we're a family. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
We try to take care of each other as much as possible.
mm,
Um, and we're all about finding untapped potential and talent. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we are about, and making it come out to the light. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much what we're about, bro. Like
Yeah.
I could go and try to recruit, and I I could go recruit the big names that are already established.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I could go put funds towards that, but
Mm-hmm.
I love the underdog stories.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather much see somebody wearing an ELG jersey that's hosting a first place and nobody thought it would ever happen
Yeah.
than go recruit Sonic,
Yeah.
and obviously everybody's expecting him to win. So
Yeah.
what's that going to do for ELG? It's
Yeah.
not going to do nothing. I want to see us carve somebody into a diamond, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's shining out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want,
I
and
think.
that's what our whole team's about,
Yeah,
man.
I think you've definitely done that. And even like you said, the players you recently signed, like Endzone,
Yeah.
like underrated, like
Like
Retro
even retro just
is
now really starting to compete, and that was
well,
the reason why retro joined us, was
they
because
wanted.
retro sees how I push our players to
Mm-hmm.
compete. He's like, I need somebody to make me compete, like really
Yeah,
get on me about competing. I'm like, well, you're in the right place because
yeah, I'm
I need
definitely
you.
because they are really good. Like every time they've entered an event, they've done super
Yeah,
good. Like they randomly
yeah.
will like enter like an SRS and got like third. They show up to Evo like under Heidi and got top 24, which is like
Hmm.
insane because that was because like Evo was twice as big as the second biggest MK1 event like to date. So it was huge.
Yeah,
So anyone who went on like any sort of like big run like to top 24 is definitely considered like
yeah. I mean,
and then
Mari
on top of
made 13th.
mm-hmm.
He was right there. He
It was
lost to
crazy.
Gi Exceptional and Nicolas. Those are two of
Two
what
of the
top
best
top
players in South America.
two of the
Yeah,
best.
they're
Yeah.
both at Final Combat. Like literally, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
and
So it's like I was definitely super proud of that,
mm-hmm,
and there was a lot of young, like I said, super proud of watching Dialogue getting top 6.
mm-hmm.
That was fucking awesome. Just watching everything, just how it unfolded was pretty
Yeah,
cool, man. Evo is insane. And retro, I feel like with support of the team, is probably
oh
gonna go even further.
yeah, like
You
you're
know what
like
I'm
it's
saying?
like your team's gonna be insane. I know you have the second crew battle with STG, and it's funny because the
Hmm.
first one was A2, and you have like your team is definitely more stacked now.
Oh
Like just
yeah,
a couple weeks later, you have an
yeah,
even stronger team.
yeah.
So that'll be fun to see. When is that gonna happen?
That's happening on the 24th,
24th,
actually.
24th.
Yeah, this month.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is that we're not using any of the new players.
Okay, so you're gonna use like the same
We're
team.
using the same roster, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're
I
and
mean, why change
it's like
it?
that because we did make an agreement that we wouldn't after
Yeah.
because you saw STG had recruited Pure,
Mm,
and we had recruited No Green.
yeah.
So after those two, we allowed them for battle, but after
And
that,
that you're like
basically,
nobody after that is
yeah,
going to be in part of it.
yeah,
So because
because if
it's like a 2 to 3 part series. Like if they win, then you're doing a third one.
yeah, then we're
Yeah.
gonna try to see if Destroyer or Aquaman wants to host the
Mm-hmm.
third one, if it comes to the third one. You know what I'm saying? To make it a little bit more hype type thing,
Yeah, like a
tiebreaker.
neutral
You know,
ground type
yeah,
thing. Like
yeah,
they have a home game, you have a home game, and then that.
neutral. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly, man.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it would be pretty cool to do. I mean,
No, that's fun.
nobody likes to get one and done. Just like getting
Yeah,
two. It's like losing in Combat League 2-1. Nobody wants to lose like that. Let me get my third game at
yeah,
least.
yeah. No, exactly. I
So,
always like to reference like there was a football game that happened in 2022. It was the Chiefs and Colts, and the Colts beat the
hmm
Chiefs week 3. And it was like a huge upset, and it was like
hmm
crazy when it happened. And the Colts went on to win like 5 games, and the Chiefs went on to win the Super Bowl. It's like
hmm
it's like that one game, like the Colts probably felt like they were on top of the world, but in actuality, it had no significance and no actual like um
exactly.
effect on how the season turned out. Like
Hmm.
so,
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that feeling.
yeah.
Not gonna lie to you. I told them, and STG they benched a few players, and they
Mm.
put a few other because it's whoever we had on the roster. Like I
Beforehand,
told you
yeah,
before, Green and Pure.
yeah.
So they, Aphrodite they have that didn't play. They had
Mm.
Matrix,
Matrix. Oh yeah, that Matrix.
a few other players
But
that
their
didn't
team is
play. So
still
they're
like stabbing. They had like what they had Kale, Just
yeah,
Nasty, Pure. I know Rio ended up playing. I don't know if they were supposed
yeah,
to.
Rio, DJT.
DJT.
Who
So
else?
it wasn't like they threw in the B
Yeah,
team.
Tragic Violence, and
Tragic
Scar.
Violence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh, it's
Scar.
Scar. Yeah. So I know they obviously have some killers, but I don't know if they have anyone who's like definitely like
Yeah,
way better than those players. So
this is the thing though, is that my guys are so focused on taking over this game that
mm,
I don't see anybody beating them
mm.
as far as team battle goes. Like
Yeah, I feel
I don't
like
see it happening.
like in terms of the tier list, I feel like it's like you, ELG, and STG like at the top, and then whoever else is like they're like a tier below. Even like a team like TLR is really good, and I feel like could like potentially give you guys like runs for your money. But I don't know if there's any teams that are on your level, and you obviously did the 8-2, so we'll see how the next one goes. But
Yeah, the next
you,
one's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, Farah, if you
it
remember
changed
the
the
first
game.
battle, yeah, we had Homelander, Takeda, and Farah banned that during
Okay.
that battle.
Mm.
So now that's all this shit's
Floodgates are
legal
open.
now. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it's gonna go now. Now they can come out there and they could fraud.
Yeah,
They
they
could
could. I mean,
fraud,
dude,
you know. So
the 150 health difference, and just like the mix, it's just like it feels like you have to play Pharaoh. Just like for the if it was even health, I feel like it would be like fine. It's like I really feel like you have to win like 2 neutral interactions to every one of your opponents if you're not using Pharaoh, and they are.
yeah, you have
And then
to.
they get mixed, so they can do like some crazy unsafe move, but it pops them up in the air, and then they have Pharaoh on their back, and then like
Bro,
and it's a mix because they can
just
land.
armoring. I've been armoring on reaction, bro. I'm not holding that
Yeah,
mix, and I'm not
yeah.
holding no meter.
Mhm.
You're eating all meter the whole game. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's fair. So, I guess going off that, and you know, we'll get away from the LGN stuff. How do you feel about like the current state of MK in terms of community, how the game plays, the meta, events coming up, anything like that?
Um, MK right now, I feel like it's it's a beautiful game.
Mm-hmm.
It has its pros,
Mm-hmm.
but the cons are kind of outweighing the pros just a
Mm-hmm.
little bit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I play other games, so I play Call of Duty, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
when you're on Call of Duty, you have to have a specific loadout, a specific gun
Mm-hmm.
to play in ranked.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because if you're not using that gun,
you're
you're
trolling.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose the gun battle,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's meta. That's what meta. That's the definition of meta,
Mm-hmm.
basically, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's happening right now in MK.
Mm-hmm.
You're forced to use Farah.
Mm-hmm.
You are like you have to give yourself that health,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to, if especially if your character has no mix,
Yeah.
you might as well. It's like you have to fight fire with fire. You have to
Yeah.
fight mix with mix, bro. Like, don't go out there and just hold mix. You got to do it right back to him, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what the game is right now, and it kind of sucks because
Yeah.
I love whenever everybody's able to be creative and
Mm-hmm.
you see different cameos and this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
different shit you never seen before. Like, but right now you're just about to see a bunch of people jumping in the air, going overhead or landing
You're doing
and
the
hitting
mix,
you.
yeah. Because that's what's so crazy. It's because it's like, oh well, you can like react to the overhead if they're in the air, but it's like then they land and you're blocking because you don't want to get hit by the overhead into a full combo. So they land
Yeah.
and now you actually hold a 50-50.
See,
And so it's
now you're not
layered.
even wave dashing back and forth anymore. Whole game you're fuzzing the whole time.
Yeah, for
Just
real.
the whole time, just trying to make sure you do. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, I love. This is the thing about MK that I try to explain to all the people that are addicted to it, because
Mhm.
you are addicted to it,
That's exactly
whether you
no,
like
I'm
it or
saying.
not. It's an addiction,
Mhm.
and I've been playing these games since the beginning of these games, and
Mhm.
I'm telling you right now, they've all, even the old ones, all had their issues
Mhm.
with shit that's broke, and where somebody could literally just cheese you out. It's always been like that
Yeah.
for MK.
I mean,
It
MK
just has.
MK9 was a very competitive game that had multiple evos, and like the frame data was inconsistent. Like you do a
Yeah.
move, well, sometimes it would be plus, and sometimes it would be -9 or something, and you wouldn't know. And
I don't
like,
even. That game didn't even have plus and minus on it. You couldn't even. They didn't even have
you had to
frame
count
data.
it. You had to count your own frame. Like
You had
people,
to do it.
I
You had
think
to do it on your own.
I don't
You
know
had
if
to
it was like
freeze
Raptor
frame.
or who it was.
You had to
But
literally freeze frame
yeah,
and
you
do
go
it on
frame by
your own.
frame and count it. Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
Like that's absolute insanity. But I'm glad I wasn't into it like that to even care about that. I was only
yeah.
just playing and just trying to fight. I didn't care about
Yeah,
that.
frame data wasn't even on
So,
my mind when I was playing
but I
MK9s.
know that shit wasn't on there. I
Yeah.
don't even have to go back and look. I know it wasn't. But yeah, I mean, we're all addicted to it. We're gonna play the shit regardless, y'all.
Mhm,
Just get over it.
mhm,
Farrah's mixing people. Go out there and mix people with Farrah.
yeah. And
That's what I tell my guys. I'm like, look, this is what the meta is. Adapt to it. I'm sorry.
yeah, I remember you were telling me at a combo breaker, you told all your team, like, you guys better have a peacemaker ready. Like, you better have a peacemaker ready to go. And it's crazy because Joystick went down 2-0 to Hayate, then pulled out the
Yep.
peacemaker. And like, here's a
And
peacemaker. And it worked. Yeah. And
It
it's like,
fucking worked.
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, this game, I hate to say it, but it's pay to win, man. You
Mhm,
have to play the DLCs, bro,
mhm,
when they come out. During, like, if there's any type of pro comp going on,
yeah.
if that character's legal, use that shit,
Yeah,
man.
right?
Use it.
Honestly.
I mean, why do you
Yeah.
think Unjust is so successful?
Yeah.
He's not a carried player at all.
No.
This is the thing that you guys got really confused about the Mighty Unjust.
Yeah.
He's not carried by anything.
Mhm.
He's a good player regardless of what character he uses.
But then
But he's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart enough to understand you're not going to react to a three-way mix when I'm floating across the screen.
Yeah.
He's going to use Homelander and Farrah until
Yeah.
they fix it.
Mhm.
Just like he did with Peacemaker and all
Mhm.
that. So I don't even know how you guys can really get mad at the guy.
No,
I told Mara, I said, Mara, if you want to beat this guy, if you can't beat Homelander with another character, use Homelander. And that's what he's been doing.
Honestly, no, I mean, I agree. I think that's a smart thing to do. Like, Unjust is someone, and Mari, again, is someone who can play, like, the whole cast. So, like, if you can do that,
Yeah.
then play the best character. Like, why not? Like, why wouldn't you?
If you're trying to compete in Mortal Kombat at a high level,
Mhm.
does Sonic Fox look like a character loyalist to you?
No.
No. No.
Not even Ninja, who's known
He
for
will
Liu Kang.
play. He literally lost to Nicholas
Mm.
at Combo Breaker and was like, nah,
I'm
what
playing
the
that
fuck?
character.
I'm about to play Johnny Chameleon because he's not better than me. He's just using a better character. Let me go ahead and use it. Yeah, I told you.
Wins
I'm
Final
better.
Combat, yep.
I used your character and I beat you with it. I only had 2 weeks with him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox is absolutely insane, bro.
It's crazy because,
And
like,
that's you have to have that in you in this to try. If you want to be a top 10 player in this game in the world, you have to play the whole roster. Period.
Yeah. No, it makes 100% sense. Like, the people who are willing to put in the time and they're also willing to play the best characters when they come out or when they get buffed or whatever, tend to do well. You see the same thing with, like, Face All. Like, we'll bust out Peacemaker if he needs to. I'm sure he has a Homelander and he can play the whole cast, so why not play the best characters? And it's crazy when you talk about, like, Sonic Fox. It's like, it's crazy knowing that whenever Sonic Fox wants to be the best Mortal Kombat player in the world, they are. It's like, I want to be the best Mortal Kombat player now, and then yep, they are. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go play a bunch of other games.
Sonic has a mental switch, bro. As soon as he loses to somebody, he is locked in on you, bro.
Yeah.
He is locked in like a heat seeker on you, bro.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets his chance, he's gonna show you what he came up with for you.
Yeah.
That Sonic is the ultimate competitor, which is the reason why he's the best right now, man.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about it more than he does. He already told everybody he doesn't care about the money. He doesn't care about none of that. I mean, obviously, everybody's gonna say that if they got money.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
True.
but Sonic, I think it's genuine. He literally, or they literally just want to be the best at Mortal Kombat and not let anybody take that from them.
And they do it basically every single time, and it's just so crazy to see the level of consistency. And people like to talk about how, like, MK isn't consistent, but I mean, we just saw like the Capcom, like, World Finals or whatever, Street Fighter World Finals, where both Punk and Meta, who were basically considered 1 and 2, were out in the first round.
And Big Bird.
And Big Bird. Okay, I didn't even know about Big Bird, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, in what world is Sonic, Ninja, and like Nicholas out in the first round of any tournament? Like, it won't happen.
It's not happening.
It's not gonna happen.
Not happening.
So
one thing I do want to point out about Nicholas, You know how we all thought that him and his brother, him and Scorpion Prox back in MK11, when they would get in, when they would play against each other, we thought they weren't taking it serious and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember at Combo Breaker how Scorpion Prox gets 3-0'd by Bandinos with Rain,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And literally the next tournament
Yeah.
that we see Scorpion Prox and Nicholas play against each other,
Yeah.
Nicholas picks Rain against his own brother. Against his own brother.
Yeah.
That is dedication. And that's why Nicholas is top 2.
Yeah. No, that's fair. And it's like
his own brother. He counterpicked his own brother. He knows his brother sucks against Rain.
Yeah.
So says, oh, well, I'm sorry, bro, but I gotta do it.
Yeah.
His own brother. He looks just like him.
Yeah, literally twins. It's that's hilarious. It like, and it goes like you say, like, oh, maybe they are like trolling against each other, or people thought that. Like, the more you play against someone, there's two things. One, the less the skill difference matters. So like, because the more of a read you got, and they probably play all the time. Like Sparks was telling me they played like a first to 1,000. I don't know how that's possible. That would take like days, but supposedly they did that. So it's like, it's less the skill difference matters, and then the less like the character you play matters. It just comes down to reading what they're going to do at the particular moment. So maybe they're just playing, like, maybe it is legitimately really thought out, and they're like, okay, we're going to play.
But that's the type of killers I'm looking for DLG. I'm just going to be honest with you. Yeah, like, that's what I'm looking for.
Like, oh, I'm helping you with this matchup because you're struggling, and then you go in tournament, and that's the character he picks. Like,
you better be ready. You better be ready for it, because it's tough love when we get in bracket.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is it like when, because you have that family aspect, and I struggle with it a little bit too, because I TO'd like Smash like in my locals and stuff like that, and there'd be like kids that would come by and they would be good, and like we'd play and I'd beat them, and I could just see how sad they would get, and it would just be like, oh, man, like it would make the feeling a little bittersweet. But at the same time, it's almost better that you don't let them have it. I know in for a situation, I would not want someone to give me a win, to give me any sort of accolade and stuff. Like with the top 100 ranking that I'm making. Like I didn't put myself on either ranking, and it's not because I wouldn't. It's not like I have some sort of pride. I just know I didn't earn it, and I could make an argument because like I've won locals. I've done well at like tournaments. I got like 5th at NEC, which was like a pretty big tournament. So I could like make a case and put myself on there. But like I know there are 100 people, at least on this game right now, that are better than me. So
yeah, I mean, but that's the reason why I respect what you're doing, man. Because and it's not just because you didn't put yourself on there, but it's because you're taking the time out to even give these guys any type of people understanding that they're a top 100 player in the world at something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like
there's nobody else doing that. Nobody else is gonna go research all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like there are a lot of people who are like top like 20 players who didn't get like a big top 8, and it feels like for a lot of tournaments, what the majority of the scene sees is like the top 8 or like the top 16. But like it's really cool going through and looking through like the pools matches and stuff. It's tedious and stuff, and someone's gonna do it, so I'll do it. And just like seeing like how the matches went and who these people beat and stuff like that, and seeing like because sometimes runs can be a little bit misleading. Like sometimes someone can get like 9th place and someone gets 17th, but the run to 17th the other person had beat a bunch of killers. Like for example, at a DreamHack, this was for last year's ranking. Abyss, who like the Johnny player played noob in MK11.
Yeah, I know Abyss.
Yeah, and Deadly Rebel both got 9th, but like Ninja didn't show up, so Rebel actually had like a pretty easy path and like beat like Zintai, and that was like his best win. And Abyss beat like Full Auto, Forever King, Zintai, beat like 4 or 5 like really really good players, but they both got the same placement. So if you look at the placement, it would look the same, but like you look at like the actual run that happened, you'd be like, Abyss's run is definitely
who they actually had in front of them.
Exactly. And that's like a big like head-to-head thing. Like sometimes people have like a couple really big wins, and that really means like, oh, this is a reason that they should be on or stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like perfect example for like we have an ELG member named Ferry. I remember I seen so many like I looked at the bracket preview for Combo Breaker, and they had Ferry going like 0-2, and Ferry cruised through the whole pool. Like it was nothing. And I was like, You know what I'm saying? Like beat Forever King, beat a few people, bro. I forgot who everybody that Fairy beat, but only ended up losing to like Scorpion Prox and then
Cosner.
one other Cosner,
I was
and
watching Cosner's run.
Cosner, which I mean
Cosner's good, top 100 player.
Dude's,
I mean, like he was so.
dude's like top 3 reptile, like
Yeah.
for sure, especially offline. Because I mean, not many reptiles even go offline like that. You guys are like only 2.
Yeah, it's definitely like Honeybee. Honeybee's probably one, even though they don't go to a ton of stuff. Cosner, then probably me in terms of like people who are actively competing. There's a few good ones. There's a guy named Darks who made like top 8 SRS.
Darks is nice. I seen that reptile.
He made a couple like COTR top 8s or at least one, and like beat Honeybee multiple times like in brackets. So they're good. We actually ran like a 1st to 10 yesterday. They beat me. But yeah, no, it's really cool. So yeah, is there anything you want to like promote or anything? Like I know you have the TheDemonLobby. I know you said a new season's coming up.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So this weekend I will be in Texas on some family stuff, and then after that I will be dropping an announcement for season 3 of TheDemonLobby, prize pool, etc. Everything, how we're gonna do it, all that. We got the team battle versus STG, ELG versus STG coming up on the 24th. I don't know whose platform that's on yet. I think it's gonna be on Vanity's stream, but I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. Other than that, man, I mean, I'm just chilling, working, and enjoying the rest of the community, man. Like, we have so many people out here putting on events now and series and things like that. It's just a beautiful thing to see the growth, man.
Yeah.
Like, I remember literally the last 2 years of MK11, it was literally just us. SRTV and TheDemonLobby.
Yeah,
like
no,
there was
100%.
literally like nothing else.
Yeah,
so
everyone was moving.
I mean, there was a few. We had Wuxi. The Wuxi Temple started up a little bit towards the end of MK11. So Jasiri, shouts out to Jasiri.
Yeah,
Jasiri definitely was doing his thing.
Weekly.
And Vanity too had the Adenian Nights.
Yep.
But I mean, like, I'm telling you right now, compared to then, there's way more events.
There's something
now.
Every night. You can play something every night if you really wanted to.
Yeah, there's way more stuff than there was back then. So it's pretty cool to see the growth. And you guys make sure y'all go out and support everybody, man. They really deserve it, bro. Like, people are really taking their time out of their day to host a tournament for y'all to level up in and possibly make some money and get some exposure to a bunch of people that watch this game. You know?
Yeah, no, and then they all kind of like you know, like you support someone and then you just find out about another event through them, and then you kind of just get in the cycle and you find out like, oh, there's this other event or there's this other person that streams during a time where I'm constantly on Twitch, so then you watch them and then you get games with them and you get part of their community because people have discords and stuff like that. So
you guys don't just go out there and watch the champions of the Realmses and the Colos. Support everybody, you guys. We got smaller events that need some support as well. They're trying to show more love. You know, there's a lot of casual events that you're not too many sweats that sign up. Watch those too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just show some love, and the more y'all show love, the more the whole community grows, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of like free ways to support people too, just like dropping a follow or like retweet, you know what I mean, whatever.
Don't keep rating the same people over and over. You know what I'm saying? Rate somebody that you've never even talked to before in the community. Like, after the finale of TheDemonLobby, I rated somebody that was in like South America. I don't even think they spoke English. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Just do stuff like that, man. Show some love to people that don't get too much love shown to them all the time.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. No, 100%. No, I think it's important. And I made a tweet about it earlier. I saw Rips was talking about it, and honestly, like the tapping into like the casual player base of the people who go 0-2 or 1-2 is almost just as important, or even maybe even more important than catering to the top 10% or 1% of players. And I think and like that's why like we for a while were doing the amateur brackets or I like to call them redemption bracket. We're calling it amateur bracket, and then we realized like people are like not signing up because they're like, I'm not an amateur. So we started calling them redemption bracket, and we got started getting more sign-ups.
Yeah, the redemption bracket sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so if you go like 0-2 or 1-2, you get a chance to enter another bracket, and we give like a sub to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really important to create things that are welcome, because like people will sign up, get bodied, like they'll think they're good, they're playing their friends, they're nice, they win a couple KL sets, and they're like, yo, I'm so good at this game. Then they show up and they get Mari round 1, and Mari's not gonna take it easy on you. Mari's not gonna see that you can't block. Like he's gonna figure out you can't block something. He's gonna do that for 3 straight games, and then it's like, yeah, I'm actually terrible. And then
that's the thing, that's how the Demon Lobby started off, bro. Like it'd be like 20 casual guys and like Tweety and
Tweety
fucking and who else I could think of that would join.
I said hijinks.
Oh yeah, and like Unjust or something like that would join, and and I'm like, damn, who the hell am I gonna put up against Unjust tonight? Because that was back when I was doing the sets for points.
Yeah,
kind of like how Lips does it.
I remember playing in that. I remember I had to play. I had to play Unjust once.
Yeah, you had to play on one, and you did good.
Yeah, I did do good. I remember that, but he was playing Raiden, which was like a terrible matchup. But like online, it was like one of those matchups where it's like, it's not that bad, but when you get online, it's terrible. Because like with the way he can teleport, the way he can run away, and Unjust, like he'll do what it takes to win. So if running away is what it takes, and it's just like respect chasing, 100%. I think, I mean, that combo breaker, it didn't age well, but like based off like how he did it, like the NA East, I was going around telling people like, I think Unjust is the best player in the world, like legitimately, like unironically. And I mean, he got 5th at Final Combat, was good. He got like 4th at Combo Breaker, got like 4th at Evo, so it's like, it's not like it aged like milk, but like he definitely is a step below, but like he's right there. He's like literally like on the doorstep.
I would have loved to see Unjust go against somebody like Connie Mani.
That would be cool.
And who else didn't I see Unjust go against?
I mean, watching Unjust go up against Zeus,
there was a few matchups at Final Combat that we didn't get to see that I would have loved to see.
Yeah,
like I really, really, really wish Connie Mani would have made it top 8. Bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, like that would have been awesome to watch Connie play in that. I think he would have. I think he would have made some upsets.
Yeah, I think Connie is again like one of those like potentially could be like the best player in the world. Like he
lost due to 1 round.
Yeah, no, that I was like, I think he definitely got a little hoed, if you ask me.
He definitely got hoed
because like he lost a Scorpion procs, and it's like, all right, you're done, your tournament's over, sorry, because of like a tiebreaker.
Yeah. One loss and you're like, nah, bro, they gotta fix that for the next one. Bro.
Yeah, like I know, like the way like the Capcom, like I'm not sure what it was, the Capcom World Championship or whatever, but it was like they had like pools of 4 people, and it was like a bracket. So it was like the person, if you win your 2 matches, then you move on, and if you go like 2-1, you move on. But you had to lose twice. Like it wasn't like round robin pools where based off some tiebreaker you can actually end up being eliminated by only losing 1 set. I think it's a little like, because like the way I look at it, it's like you win 3-2, you win 3-0, you won. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like you get a super win and you get more points or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, I think Connie did get hoed in that, but to each his own. He'll be back there
next season. Yeah,
in the second next season for sure, I think. But yeah, man, I just hope that the community just starts supporting each other a little bit more than they do. You know what I'm saying? I'd be seeing prize pools that are starting off at 1,000 and not moving an inch.
Yeah,
the whole season. That's not cool, man. And 1,000 bones obviously is good. Is good, but bro, not one single dollar y'all can't donate to the prize pools, man.
Yeah,
y'all gotta show some love, bro. Like if y'all want to be able to keep watching it, I'm not saying that that's the only way people are gonna come and compete.
Yeah,
but it's definitely a good incentive.
Yeah.
For people to come in and compete.
It adds more legitimacy to it. And like I remember I was watching a podcast, like a Smash podcast, and like Mango was talking about, like, Mango makes like 6 figures through C9 and streaming and YouTube and stuff like that. Like he doesn't need tournament money, but it's like when it's like a $50,000 tournament, it adds more legitimacy to it. It makes it so people are gonna go and they're gonna give it their all, compared to like a free bracket with like, okay, like, if they lose, it's not going to make that much of a difference. It's like, it's not necessarily the money, but when there's 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever, it just adds more legitimacy to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, but you have to think about it. The players are gonna there's gonna be salt in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more exciting for y'all to
Mm-hmm.
watch when the more cash that's on the line, bro.
Yeah.
And we're not telling one person to come out and donate $1,000.
Yeah.
If there's 200 people in the chat, everybody put $1 in.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
$200.
Exactly. It's so
Like
right there. It's so
you
simple.
guys,
It
y'all,
make no
you know what I'm
difference.
saying?
Yeah.
I know it's hard to ask of sometimes, but
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, the more you guys support the community, the better off we're all gonna be, man, for
Yeah.
real.
I
And
think
I'm
like
not even talking about y'all gifting subs to people's channels and everything
yeah.
like that. But yeah, obviously they they do deserve that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
If you have it like that.
at least give them a way to get more people to sign up, more
Mm-hmm.
people to come through their stream so they can get some ad revenue at least.
Yeah.
You feel me? By
Like
donating to the prize pool that is literally for the fighters. It's not
mm-hmm.
for us, it's
Mm-hmm.
for the fighters. And
Exactly.
that's all I'm asking you guys.
Yeah, and
That's
there's
it.
like because we did like a match of Reno too, and like we couldn't even get all the claims like the codes claimed.
The free
Yeah,
codes.
and it's
Like,
literally like
come
free
on,
money. It
man.
takes like 2 seconds.
Like,
You just like click, and it's there, and it's like it can be so
I go
frustrating.
watch I go watch Yipes, you know, the can opener.
Yeah.
Yipes, you know, OG.
No,
Obviously he's
Yipes. Yeah, of
Yipes. He
course.
probably got fucking
Yeah.
a insane amount of followers and
Yeah.
supporters that'll probably just throw money at him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you go look at his Matcherinos, them motherfuckers skyrocket every night.
Yeah.
Every time he puts on a show for them,
Yeah.
they come through and they support the
Yeah.
fighters so that the fighters keep signing up and
Yeah.
and
The
you know what I'm
Canopers,
saying?
yeah, it's
Shit
one of
like
the
that.
biggest events.
It's
Yeah.
literally it's a trickle down effect, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally a trickle down effect. You guys help out with the prize pool, the
Mm-hmm.
players sign up, a lot of players will sign up, makes it hype for y'all to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Then it trickles down to maybe we run some ads sometimes during the stream when they're not fighting, and that's how we make our money. Or you might do a sub here and there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That it's just a trickle down effect. Everybody eats, everybody's entertained, everybody's happy, man.
Yeah. No, I 100%
And
agree. It can be so simple.
that's what OT is all about. I'm all about everybody eating, man.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
No, I 100% agree. Like I always try to like follow people. I see them on like Twitter or something. Like I'll go out of the way, like Twitch. Like people will be like, "Oh, I just dropped like a video, whatever," and I'll go and like comment and then like sub to the channel. Like it takes like 2 seconds to do, and it's like I'll like anyone who.
Bro, I've seen you go on TheDemonLobby YouTube, just comment a random little emote.
Yeah.
Like Poseidon's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He does it just because he knows it's gonna help. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know
and it's so easy too. It takes like I'm like I mean you are probably busier than I am and like with the whole family and stuff like that. But I'm a busy person. Like I work full time. Like I have these 4 cats that are constantly causing trouble.
I got 2 cats. I understand. Your brother and sister, so they're annoying.
Yeah, and I have like a girlfriend, and you need to make time for your personal life and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And like I like football. Football season's coming up. I definitely want to ask you a few questions about that as well before we end up going. But it really just takes like a couple moments, and it's free. There's a ton of free ways, like the Matcherino. If you don't have money to donate, like following people's channels, subbing to the YouTube, liking or commenting when you see it pass by. You don't even need to watch. You can just throw it on in the background too. That's the thing. Like you have tabs, tab over. Just mute it and play it through, and like get the watch time up, and
when I'm on Twitch watching like my stuff, like say there's multiple stuff, I have literally 4 streams going on at one time on my thing. Support everybody at once, bro. Like it's not that hard, you guys. Show some love to everybody out there, bro. They're like literally, if somebody's running something, just pop through for a little bit.
Because if we really want to grow, I feel like people kind of people think like the NRS community is like the people at NRS who make the game. Like, no, the NRS community is the people that play the game. And if we want the community to grow and we want to have more stuff, then, we need, to get like numbers up and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, what I mean? Like if you want someone to come in and, big sponsor, drop $10,000 on a tournament, like why are they going to do that if they're not going to get any return on it?
Yeah, if we ain't got 200-300 people in here watching at least, ain't nobody going to come do that. You know, like y'all gotta throw us a bone here, man. Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta throw us a bone.
It's funny because like I come from the Smash community. Like that's where like I kind of like got my introduction to like the FGC, and that's completely grassroots. Like Nintendo not only does not do anything, they like actively prevent people from doing it. So so it's like to watch that scene thrive, to watch Ultimate potentially be the biggest fighting game in the world in terms of just
Mm-hmm.
like the amount of people. Like I remember I talked to you about it. Like you'll go to like the middle of Arkansas that has like a population of 20 people, and they'll have a 10-man local.
Mm-hmm.
Like but
Yep.
MK, like you can be in the most popular city in the world, like New York City, and they'll get like 6 people at their local.
Yeah. For real.
So it's
No cap.
like people in the Smash community know like okay we're gonna have to show up, and like that's like a big thing too. It's like having like these top players, and it's not they don't have to do anything, but like when Ninja Killer showed up to SRTV, he played in a couple events, and like you go to our channel, go to popular, 5 of the 6 most popular videos on our channel are like Ninja Killer playing MK11. Like, like
Welcome to the goddamn party, bro.
yeah,
What
exactly.
you mean?
Yeah.
My whole the most views I have on any video has Ninja Killer attached to it
Of
on the
course.
Demon Lobby. So
And that's the thing is that
I
like they show up, they enter, they get more people to watch. More of the videos get more views, they get more money into the events. It's just like I understand
man,
why they don't always, because like maybe it's like a brand thing. It's kind of like Ninja Killer never loses, Sonic Fox never loses, so it's like
yeah,
they enter all these
such a
online
big
events.
they have
Yeah,
such a big reputation to uphold
yeah,
that why put it on the line all the time?
mm-hmm.
That's why, and nobody wants to lose a viewer.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to lose a viewer to somebody that they lost to, and
yeah.
you
Like oh,
know,
Sonic Fox isn't
you
impervious
know,
to losing. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm
uh,
saying? Like, and I feel like it's kind of a business decision on their part as well.
no, I
As
agree.
much as as
Mm-hmm.
much as it might be a personal preference to not play online competitively. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it is
yeah,
what it
that's
is. Like, did you see it like even like with like Unjust? Like Unjust is like on that level, like
like
fifth
I
place
had
up
to
on
hit up
that.
somebody to hit up Ninja Killer to get him on my
Like
like
even
I had to hit somebody up close to him to get
yeah.
them to get him
We
on my
got
channel.
Ninja Killer because we ran a couple big like 2v2 tournaments. So he like teamed up. He like teamed up with Koi once and stuff. So it's like in like
Yeah,
that situation, he felt more comfortable to enter. Which is
right.
cool, and I respect also, and like I said, you see it like with Unjust, like people will fish like KL wins, like what I mean, like and he's entering
Yeah.
everything, like he's an online like he'll be in like 5-6 tournaments a week still.
Oh, don't let
Uh,
ESL start up again.
yeah, dude, that dude will start farming those.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's been fun. Thank you for coming on. And before I
Hmm.
let you go, I definitely want to chat a little bit of football. So you're a Vikings fan, right?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So how do you feel about the season coming up? So you guys just drafted JJ McCarthy. You lost Kirk Cousins. That whole thing
Yeah.
happened.
JJ
Yeah.
literally just hurt himself today.
Did he? I did not hear about that. So
Yeah,
well.
he's going knee surgery, man.
Oh,
I
so
don't
is
even know.
he
We
missed
don't know
time?
when we don't know when
Oh
he's playing.
wow. Okay. Well, I know
Yeah.
Darnold was likely going to be the starter
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, Darnold's
But
starting. Darnold's
yeah,
starting.
and like they have talent. Like they have the best receiver in football.
Yeah. We
Uh,
got I mean, honestly, we have the best offense, everything other than the quarterback.
yeah. I
So
mean,
like
like,
if you put Mahomes like at the Vikings
oh,
quarterback,
they would go like undefeated. Like,
we might win like 5 Super Bowls, bro. Like
yeah.
no cap. Like
Hmm.
we got Aaron Jones at running back. Dude
Yeah.
just he
Who's
scores
insane?
touchdowns. We got Hawkinson at tight end.
Mhm.
We got Addison at wide receiver 2,
Yeah,
Justin Jefferson wide
Addison.
receiver 1.
Hmm.
We have a top 10 offensive line. Both of our
Hmm.
tackles are top 5 tackles.
Hmm.
Like on from right tackle top 5, left tackle top 5.
Hmm. Which
I
is huge.
mean, we're pretty stacked, bro. I mean, the only
Mhm.
question mark, honestly, is defensive backs because we got a lot of injured corners,
Yeah.
and then and like you said, the quarterback position, man. We don't know what we're
Yeah.
gonna get.
I mean,
That's the main thing. I mean, I see us still making I still see us making a wild card at the
I
least.
think so because the thing is that division is so stacked too because you have the Lions who are kind of like the new like kings, the Packers who kind of came out of nowhere, had a late run at the end, and were
Yeah,
like a one bad mistake from
Super Bowl.
being in the NFC Championship game. They almost
Yeah,
were facing the Lions. Like they were very close to being the 49ers and just washed the Cowboys. And then you
yeah,
have the Bears, getting Caleb Williams and
and he's looking good.
he's looking good, and like their offense is
Yeah,
just so stacked around him with like DeAndre Swift and Keenan
DJ
Allen. DJ
Moore.
Moore is insane talent.
Roma Dunze.
Roma dudes,
Yeah,
so it's like that division just in general, like, is scary. So like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like that's gonna be fun to watch. Watch those
I don't.
divisional games and stuff.
I think NFC North probably the most competitive division in football besides the AFC North.
Yeah,
The AFC North
very
obviously
similar.
is the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Browns, Steelers,
Mm-hmm.
Bengals, fucking Baltimore. That's
Mm-hmm.
insane. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think NFC North is right up there with them as far as like division toughness.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions, I feel like the Lions are going to take a step back this year.
You think so?
I don't think they're going to be as good as they were.
I don't know,
I
because
think there's
they were so. I was say they were really good at the end of 2022. They kind of went on that big run. They just barely missed the playoffs because like
yeah, I think the Packers are going to bully them,
you
bro.
think so?
I
I
think
don't know
so.
because like I don't think Dan Campbell's gonna let them get complacent. They signed like
Dan
everyone
is a
made away.
beast. He might be the only reason why I
Yeah,
might. He's
like
the only
I
reason
think
why I might be
Amon-Ra
wrong.
St. Brown is one of the best receivers in football. I think he's definitely a little bit underrated. Like Laporta, really good. Their running back game is absurd between Gibbs and
Yeah,
Montgomery. Like they were just like fun to watch last year. Like I watched a lot of Lions football because they were just a fun team
yeah, they were. I mean, they
to
were the
watch.
first ones to beat the Chiefs first week. Remember?
Yeah, yeah, and they were like a Lions level collapse away from being in the Super Bowl. Like they had
Yeah,
that
it's
game,
true.
and there was just some weird stuff like the bounce off the face mask that
They
get you
sold
caught.
so
They
bad. I'm not
sold,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
no, for real. That's like one.
And Reek is a big Lions fan
Yeah,
too.
no,
So
that.
during this, Reek
Yeah.
was talking a lot of shit last year. So I
You're
got to
right.
get my get back. And I had to send him some money because we
Yeah.
had made a bet about
All
the
right.
Lions and Packers or Lions and Vikings record, like who would have a
Ooh,
better
better
record.
record. Yeah.
Who fucking had Kirk got injured, JJ got
Yeah.
injured. Like what the fuck am I supposed
Jefferson
to do,
missed
bro?
time too, so it's like,
And he
yeah.
still had 1,000 yards. He missed 8 games.
Yeah, no, he's absurd. Like you just
Dude is
you throw
insane,
you
bro.
if you can. The thing is like getting the ball to him. Like if you can get it in his vicinity, he's gonna catch the ball. He's a lot of fun to watch. So I mean, my team is in probably the worst division in football, and they probably are still the worst team in that division. But like, I have a little hope because like when do you see a team go like 2-15, and then the next year they like also go 2-15? Like they'll probably get like 5-6 games.
No,
Like the division's terrible. Like
there's a lot of bounce back. Wait, you're a Panthers?
Panthers fan, yeah.
Panthers, yeah. So
Oh,
you're right there. My boy C-Jack is a Panthers fan
is it?
too.
Mm.
C-Jack and Hazard, they both live out there in Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, the
Mm.
the Panthers are tricky, bro. They don't have no pieces around Bryce Young like that,
They
man.
don't. They don't.
And he's still young, and he
Mm.
didn't get no type of actual good reps last year because he was just
Yeah,
getting bullied around the
bully.
field. He
Yeah.
didn't have no blocking, no skill players.
No.
Like, what is he supposed to do with?
They're
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
fossilized version of Adam Thielen. who
Yeah,
who
and
was
then
looking nice for a little bit. It was like, okay, like he's putting up numbers and then it just kind of faded. They're like, okay, we
yeah,
guard
but
him and nothing happens.
once everybody knows, all you got to do is guard Thielen, which
Yeah.
Thielen is literally a Minnesota god, bro.
Yeah,
I
dude. He
love
was
Adam Thielen.
insane for so long.
I
Like,
love Adam Thielen, bro.
yeah.
We should have won a Super Bowl when he was here.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would have been amazing.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was the only thing you guys really had, bro. I mean,
Yeah, nothing. Like Miles Sanders got benched. Like,
benched,
like,
trash.
yeah, it
I
was,
didn't. I had him on my fantasy team and
yeah. Like
just
I like
released him
because
after week 1.
yeah, like I was watching like I was obviously watching the Panthers games because I do that even when they suck. And I could tell like by like a couple weeks I'm like Juba Hubbard's gonna be the starter in a couple weeks here. Like
Oh
he's
yeah,
gonna be
Hubbard,
outright
yeah.
the starter. Like I picked him up like in like all my leagues and yep, he wound up being the starter. They just outright just named it. Like I don't know what happened with Miles Sanders, but yeah, I mean they had a few draft picks. They got a few offensive weapons. They got a new running back. They got the new hopefully number 1 receiver, as we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm not. My hopes aren't high, but I mean they beat the Texans last year. I mean they've only won 2 games, but they beat a playoff team. So
Yeah,
and that division's
I mean,
bad. So like we'll see.
This is the thing. This is the thing about football, man.
Mhm.
It's cliche, but any given Sunday,
No,
bro, it's
100%.
literally the truest thing on
Yeah.
planet Earth, bro.
Mhm.
I've seen the Vikings literally demolish the best team in football, and then the next week lose to the worst team in football. It doesn't make sense, but that's football, bro. It
Yeah.
happens.
Watch them make the biggest. They got like we're getting absolutely destroyed by like the Colts.
Yeah,
they made the
Colts,
biggest comeback in NFL history, right? Like,
we're getting beat by 33 points. And I was absolutely pissed off watching that. And we were getting beat so bad that I couldn't stop watching because I was like, is it going to get even
worse?
And then we came back and won, and it was just stupid. Just like the even when we played the Bills, that we played the Bills, remember
the crazy game with the Jefferson catch?
Jefferson catch. Bro, we were going nuts, bro.
Yeah,
nuts. And we should have lost that. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know how my Vikes are gonna do, but honestly, I love it watching the season.
Yeah.
Whenever we don't have expectations like that, you know.
Yeah,
it's better because anything can happen at that point. We're just
the best Panthers season ever, and one of the best like at least regular seasons in NFL history happened when they literally seemed hopeless. It's like it was like this season has low expectations. Like Kelvin Benjamin got like he was like the only receiver option. It's like we're gonna have nothing. We had like Jonathan Stewart, who was like good, but he wasn't like a deep running back that was gonna carry you. And then it was just like Cam Newton had.
I loved watching Jonathan Stewart though at Oregon. That was
I remember that. I remember when they drafted him. I was really excited because I was like
you're talking to the right one when you're talking about football. I know where college, everything. I'm like a football almanac. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's something that like I really bonded with like my family over, like my mom, and my brother, and stuff. So like I am super into football, like fantasy football. I'm in like too many leagues for that.
Yeah,
like every Sunday I'm usually watching football.
We got our family dynasty league we've been in for like almost 10 years now, something like that. Yeah, man.
Cool. Yeah,
I'm definitely excited for the football season, and I'm definitely happy that you invited me to come on your platform, brother.
Absolutely, man. Definitely make sure I'll leave links in the description for all of OT's socials. You know, the TheDemonLobby and ELG as well. You got any final words you want to say? Maybe something that I was going to ask or we didn't get to?
Nah. I mean, honestly, not really. TheDemonLobby season 3 on the way. More ELG tournaments, and we got team battles on the way. And like I said before, man, please support the NRS community, man. If you're a part of it, love it. You know what I'm saying? And try to support as many people as you can, man, because we ain't gonna have shit to watch if y'all don't.
Yeah, no, honestly, like a lot of the stuff is grassroots.
I love watching all of you guys compete. So you know, as long as everybody supported, then people will still be able to host these events.
And there's a bunch of free ways to do it. Like you said, there's a bunch of like, you know, like you're
sharing a status, anything, man.
Yeah,
whatever.
You're almost partnered on YouTube, right? We'll need to definitely get OT partner, get the TheDemonLobby partner.
We like 80 subs away. We're almost there.
Yeah.
It's been a long mission.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Trust me, I just came out the other end of it. I'm on my personal channel, and SRTV too. It was just like I was uploading stuff like every day for like a year, just like. And like at one point it was like kind of like popping off. Like after a couple of months, I was like, wow, this is like amazing. And then literally like 7 or 8 months of like getting like the best was getting like a couple hundred views. It was like it slowed down for like ever.
I feel that. Yeah. It's the same thing happening with me though. But yeah, man, y'all just make sure y'all support everybody, man, and make sure y'all just come and tune in to TheDemonLobby. And I'll see if y'all see me at the offline, say what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all got the face to the name. So I appreciate Bro Sidon. I call him Bro Sidon. I appreciate Bro Sidon coming through and hit me up to come through on this, and it was fun, man. It's worth it.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming by, man. And it's been nice. I'm sure we'll talk to each other soon.
All right.
Peace out.